Good morning, students. Welcome to 7th Standard Social Science. Introduction. Fibers can be obtained from both plants and animals. Fibers means thread. In Tamil, nar. Some familiar plants also is a fiber are cotton, jute and linen. Some well-known animals also is a fiber: sheep, goat, camel, alpaca and llama. If we treat insects as different from animals, then the silkworm can be classified as an insect source of fiber. In this lesson, we learn about an animal fiber, namely the wool, in detail. Objectives. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to list the characteristics of wool, describe sheep wool, list the animals that yield wool, describe the process of obtaining wool from sheep, and explain the processing of fibers into wool. Wool refers to the soft, thick hair that grows on the bodies of sheep and some other animals. In Tamil, Kambali. And then characteristics of wool. Wool is a protein fiber. It is crimped and elastic. Crimped makes wool bulky and helps it retain heat. Wool absorbs moisture and sound. Wool is normally creamy white in color, but it can also be black, brown and silver in color. Wool is hypoallergenic. In other words, it causes few allergies in human beings. The main source of wool is sheep. The wool yielding animal bears a thick coat of hair on its body. The hair keeps the animal warm and dry. And then the hairy skin of the sheep has two types of fibers. They are the coarse beard hair and the fine soft hair close to the skin. The fine hair provides the fibers for making woolen clothes, and horse hair provides wool for making carpets. And then animals that yield wool. Some animals other than sheep also produce wool. They are yak. Yak wool is common in Tibet and Ladakh. Angora goat. It is found in hilly regions such as Jammu and Kashmir. And then Kashmiri goat. The wool obtained from it is very soft and is used to weaving fine shawls. These shawls are popular in India. And then camel. The fur on the body of the camel is also used as wool. Llama and alpaca, they found in South America and they eat wool. Children, what have you understood? Raw materials can be obtained from plants and animals. After several processes, they become a new product with the help of man and machines. Okay, student, come let's see about production. Children, before entering into the class, first we have to know what is economics and why we need to study economics. What is economics? Economics is the study of production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services within a society. It is a study of how people make choices and decisions with limited resources to satisfy wants, needs, and desires. And then, why do we study economics? Economics helps us to learn how the world functions. It helps us to guide through our decision making processes. And economics studies needs versus wants. So, how people meet their needs by making, distributing, and using goods and services. Economists study how people work, earn money, save money, invest, use their time, energy, and money. So, simply, economics means it is a study of the production and the distribution factors in the society and the utility. Utility means satisfying power of the product. So, children, I hope you are clear with the definition of economics. Sugarcane is cultivated in agricultural fields. This is the primary production. To get sugar, we take sugarcane to the sugar factories. By using the machine, we produce sugar. This is the secondary production. So, like sugar industries, many other industries are known as secondary sectors or manufacturing sectors. The tertiary sectors provide all those services which enable the finished goods to reach in the hands of consumers. These industries include traders, banking, insurance, etc. Production is the process of changing the raw materials into finished product. Here, the factors of production is the input like sugarcane, machinery, labors, etc. And sugar is the output. So, production means the inputs. Inputs are the raw materials. For example, in sugarcane production, the raw material is sugarcane. The inputs are provided to the conversion process that is called secondary production, where it is converted into a product. From sugarcane, we are extracting the sugar, and finally the output, that is the sugar, is packed and they are sold out for the customers. This is called finished goods. Now we are going to see factors of production in detail. The two main activities in an economy are production and consumption. Production means making of the product or producing a product. Consumption means usage of product. Similarly, there are two kinds of people. They are producers and consumers. Producers are the person who produce the product or manufacture the product. Consumers are the customers who buy the finished products. Meaning of production. Production is a process of combining various material inputs and immaterial inputs in order to make something for consumption. That is the output. It is the act of creating an output, a good or service which has value and contributes to the utility of individuals. Now, types of production. There are three types of production. They are primary sector, secondary production, and tertiary production. Now, primary production. Primary production is carried out by extractive industries. What is called extractive industry? Extractive industry means like mining, agriculture, fishing, forestry, mineral extraction, or oil extraction. So, the primary sector of the economy includes the industry involved in the extraction and collection of natural resources. And then secondary production. Secondary producers use the resources extracted by primary production and take the stage further by manufacturing or construction. So, with the help of some mechanism or chemicals or even manual, they convert the raw materials into semi-finished or finished products. That process comes under secondary production. For example, iron ore is extracted from the land. This comes under primary sector. Then the iron ore in the iron industry, it is melted to form rods. This comes under secondary sector. And the final iron rods is called the material production. It comes under tertiary sector. Now, the third one, tertiary production. The activities that help in the development of the primary and secondary sector is called the tertiary sector. This sector generates services rather than goods. Therefore, this sector is also called the service sector. The tertiary sector is also known as service sector. For example, once the raw material is converted into finished product, for example, banking and insurance, transport and communication sector, the law and order of a country, and then education and health. All these sectors belong to the tertiary sector because they produce the services to the people. They produce the services to the people. So, the most of the GDP of an Indian economy, what is mean by GDP? GDP means gross domestic product. That is the income of the nation. So, it depends on the tertiary sector. Okay, my dear children, shall we recall now? In this session, we discussed about the meaning of production, types of production, and then definition of economics. Types of production. There are three types of production. They are primary production, secondary production, and tertiary production. This tertiary production is also known as service sector. And then GDP. What is mean by GDP? Gross domestic product. That is the income of the nation. Okay, students, I hope you are clear with this topic. Thank you.